What's up, my Power Up friends? Welcome back to Power Up with Kanie. Today, I am going to show you the one and only recipe that you will need.
I like the bread and the nuts.
This is the only keto bread recipe you will need. It is very moist. It slices just like bread. That really you can do anything with this recipe or with this mix. You can make muffins, you can make donuts, a chaffle, or a salty, delicious tasting loaf of bread that you can use to slice and make sandwiches. And this very same recipe you can also use to make anything sweet, such as donuts, muffins, anything you like. There are 4 foundational ingredients to this recipe. The only thing that changes to make it salty or sweet is when you're making it sweet, you're going to use Monkfruit sweetener or erythritol or stevia, whatever your preferred low-carb sweetener is. And if you don't want to make it sweet, then you're just going to replace that with whatever salty seasoning you like. I, for example, used Everything But the Bagel seasoning, a little bit of onion powder, and just a pinch of salt to make this. This is extremely exciting. The consistency I will show you is super soft and moist. These can be toasted. They can again be had as any pastry that you would like to make. Why are we calling this amazing? Number one, because the ingredients are so easy to find. You likely already have them in your pantry. Number two, because the consistency is perfect. It's almost like cutting into a loaf of wheat bread. And number three, because you can make it either sweet or salty. So we are going to show you the base ingredients and then just a slight change to make it sweet and a slight change to make it salty. So I want you to focus on these ingredients right here. So the core primary ingredients are 2 tablespoons of almond flour, 3 eggs, 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and then 3 tablespoons of almond butter. I am just using this creamy almond butter from Aldi. And then, since this is the sweet side, I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of Monkfruit sweetener. So for the salty side, same base primary ingredients. I have my 2 tablespoons of almond flour, 3 eggs, 4 tablespoons of melted butter, of course, the 3 tablespoons of that same almond butter, but instead of Monkfruit sweetener, I'm using Everything But the Bagel seasoning. I added a little more salt because I like mine a little saltier. And then I also added a pinch of onion powder, but really you can add whatever seasonings you like. And so now we're just going to start mixing. So Evan's going to start putting all of the ingredients for the salty bread here, and I'll put all of the ingredients for the sweet bread here. And then we're going to mix everything. 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and then it's 3 eggs. Just going to pour those in.
Eggy.
And we're doing room temperature eggs. And 2 tablespoons of almond flour, 3 tablespoons of almond butter, and now the only different ingredient that Evan and I are adding, just because his is a salty bread and mine is a sweet one, is Evan's adding Everything But the Bagel seasoning with a little bit of onion powder and a dash more of salt. And then I'm adding 3 tablespoons of Monkfruit sweetener to mine, since mine is a sweet bread. And now I'm just going to use a hand mixer to mix it all together. This is the salty mixture for my bread. I'm making a chaffle and I'm making a loaf of bread. I find that a scoop and a half of the standard ice cream scoop size is perfect for the chaffle maker. So I scooped in 1 scoop and then half of a scoop, and that'll give you the perfect size chaffle that won't spill over. And then Evan and I are going to pour the rest of the mixture into this loaf pan to make our bread. With the sweet mixture, we're going to make donuts. So I just have, it's almost like a waffle maker, but it's got donut shapes. And we're also going to make some muffins. I'm going to put my loaf of bread and the muffins in the oven about 20 minutes at 350 degrees. You want to make sure that you insert a toothpick into both of these and just make sure that it doesn't come out moist. And when it doesn't, you know they are ready. All right, my Power Up friends. My loaf of bread is out of the oven. What I've done is I've just cut it up into slices here. My chaffle I've placed here. Also over here is everything sweet. So for the donuts, I just took them out of my donut maker and I put some of the Lily's melted chocolate baking chips on top with little pieces of walnut. And for these, I just put cream cheese on top with some Monkfruit sweetener, strawberry, blueberry, and these I've just left plain. All right, time to give these a taste test. I'm gonna give my slice of bread. This is again salty bread, and I've made it with Everything But the Bagel seasoning and the foundational ingredients that we already discussed. I want to break one for you so you can see the bread consistency that this has. It is pure wheat bread per se. So it tears just like wheat bread, and let's give it a taste test now. Wow. That is super good. You can make a sandwich with this. You can simply just toast it, put a little butter on top. You can make avocado toast with this. Amazingly perfect. Such a delicious flavor. Now I'm going to give the sweet side a taste. I think I'm going to taste a donut. Here we go. So good. So moist and delicious. The monk fruit sweetener that I used is a mix of monk fruit and erythritol, and it almost looks like brown sugar, and it tastes like brown sugar as well. It makes it taste so sweet and delicious. Again, the consistency of all of these ingredients makes your pastry super moist, and it just kind of just dissolves in your mouth. It doesn't have an eggy flavor, it doesn't have an excessive flavor of that almond flour. It is on point. You have got to try this recipe. All right, my Power Up friends, that's it for this video. For more recipes like this one that are low carb, keto friendly, super delicious, and healthy for you, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos when I post them. Share my channel with friends and family who you know have embarked on a healthy eating journey. Also, check out the merch store down below in the description of this video. I have some amazing t-shirts, hoodies, aprons. There's adult size aprons, kid size aprons that you can purchase. You have the option of purchasing 2 of the designs that I have made for my merch store. The first one says, "Power Up the Low Carb Way," and it's got a very pretty design of what we eat when we're on a low carb keto diet with nuts and avocados and cheese. That design is really cute. You will love it. And also the other design is Not Today Sugar. Check out my merch store and support my channel by purchasing any of these items that you may like. All right, that's it for this video. See you next time. Bye.